Here we are. We got two legendary big-brained humans going on right now. How we feeling, CP? How we feeling?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. We're doing something that some people... Wait, before I even start, shout out to CP right here. Corridon really hooked me up with the Peterson Podium hat. She didn't have to. Tried to give you money for it. You sure?
Yes.
This is amazing, guys. This is amazing. All courtesy of Corridon. Thank you very
Of
much.
course.
We're doing something that some people wouldn't do. We haven't seen each other in this many,
5 years?
and now first thing is just a catch up podcast pretty much.
Yeah.
I actually learned some stuff from your podcast, Conversation Corner. How'd that all come about?
I've always wanted to do like a YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
not vlog, but tell stories. I tell crazy stories. Not crazy, but get the people hooked to them. And
Mhm.
my friend Jordan always wanted to do a podcast, so we just put them together.
You guys, you were telling me before that, like literally a couple seconds ago, about how at Logan they wouldn't believe you guys, same name, same everything,
Yes.
you know? And you guys met through Massasoit, right?
Correct. Yeah. In the same English class. We sat next to each other. So that's where we were like, okay. The teacher, whenever they called us, we were like, yep, this answer, that answer.
It's like siblings from different parents, you know what I mean? There's what's the vibe like on the conversation corner? Like what's the vibes?
Everything in any conversation, really. We, like I said, get off topic, but return to that topic after like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We just tell our stories, our favorite songs of the week.
Ooh, I like that idea.
per month.
And don't worry, I won't copyright infringe. If I use that idea, I'm gonna be at courtesy of the conversation corner. That's where I got the idea from. So the vibes, I actually honestly, like I said, I got inspiration from you guys. You know, did you guys ever get people that like sent you a message like, "What's the topic?" It's like there's any topic.
Yeah, we just do we actually sit down and we're like, what can we talk about? Or what can we hold a conversation and talk about this? Usually just movies. Jordan's more into the Twitter drama. I don't have
Ooh.
Twitter, so he does the Twitter drama research,
Mm-hmm.
which is funny because I don't have Twitter.
I heard it's the Wild Wild West. I heard what happens on.
Twitter.
Yeah, for some reason, yeah, I can't get used to that. I can't get used to that.
I still have Twitter on my phone, not like the old.
You have the blue bird?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Whoa! That's kind of like
I've
it.
never updated it where
Holy shit! That's kind of like people that have like Flappy Bird or Vine.
Vine. Well, you can Google Vine. You can find your old Vines.
Oh my gosh! And that's what's insane because Vine, I think it used to be bought. No, it used to be owned by Twitter type thing.
I thought it was owned by TikTok.
Oh, and
I could be
then
wrong.
it used to be Musically, right? TikTok used to be Musically. Because I sound like an old person saying this. I don't really know the workings of TikTok as much. So I'm scrolling through, and there's people that I have on there that I didn't know I have on there. I have you on there. You be reposting some great stuff.
I repost?
Yeah, I've seen you repost. I've seen you repost, and I could be wrong, but like your profile picture is a cartoon character.
Ariel.
Okay, good. I didn't know if I mixed up the people. There's. Did you used to? Is that like a nickname back in the day? What?
No, just didn't want people finding my TikTok, so I just did a little redhead.
Oh. Wait, so
Not find me, but like now kids can look up Miss Petchell. Not that I have anything to hide, but
Mhm.
I don't need.
be like, I just saw, I see
Yeah,
someone else.
TikTok.
That's crazy to think about. Like, because you were telling me that they were born literally probably around.
2019, 2020.
God. And they must be on the app all the time.
Oh yeah, I had this conversation with Jordan. They asked me like, what shows did I watch when I was their age, and they didn't believe me that Disney Channel or Nickelodeon was a channel on TV.
They must be like, what do you mean, Miss Petchell? It's an app.
Oh, they're like, did you watch Disney Plus? I'm like, no.
Be like, oh, the Amazon there's a river out there named the Amazon, not an app called Amazon. Like, oh my gosh. As long as none of your kiddos, when they get older, as long as they don't turn into the people from Wall-E, you know,
Oh yeah.
you almost had a brain fart.
It's like Wally.
Yeah, that's Pixar, right?
Yep.
When the person's like, well, the lamp is jumping on the eye, I think.
Yep.
That's wild. There's, you know what? I'm gonna do a little conversation corner idea instead of favorite song, because we're talking about Disney. Yes.
Lilo and Stitch. And Oliver and Company. That's like a. A lot of people don't know that one.
I'm one of those people.
It's like the redhead. Well, the redhead. The ginger cat, or who gets lost.
Is that Disney?
Yeah.
What year?
I have no idea. Could be. I also have an older brother, so it could be.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. That's cool.
30.
That's cool. Is it just the two of you?
Just the two of us.
Okay. It's like that song, just the. Actually, no, that's romantic song. So never mind with that. Holy crap! Wow. I think I was actually on an episode recently, and I was talking about favorite. I think it's Pixar movie, and the guy wasn't sure about the movie, and I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure you know. I'm guessing because you seem more of a Disney fan than that legend.
Not a Disney adult.
I've seen those. I actually know some of them. Is that when they go just to go?
Crazy Disney. All my friends get me like Stitch stuff for my birthday, and that's when I'm like, stop. Like, you guys make me look like I'm a Disney. I have at least 30 things from my birthday this year that were all Stitch.
Oh crap.
So I'm like, no more Stitch stuff, please.
Are they? I didn't know that it was still like popular with younger kids, like Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, Braintree, like the school I teach at, all the kids were Stitch. I've never seen as much Stitch worn than in Braintree.
I didn't
Like shocked.
really.
Yeah.
Do they like have like a reboot or something, or is it just
No, they just. I have no idea.
what is going on? This is
They do. They're doing a live action this year though. The Stitch.
at your school?
No, like in the movie theaters.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'll be there, but I'm not a Disney adult.
Be like, okay, guys, you can come with me as long as you don't bring me any more gifts for it because I have enough, you know? I think, do you remember, what's it called? Now I'm even forgetting. Meet the Robinsons.
Yes, with the guy with the spiky hair.
In the glasses. And I think he was like an orphan or something.
He had like a sweater vest, like in a backpack.
Yeah. And it's like they use like time machines and stuff. That was my shit back in the day. That was like, because I didn't want to do the same old, because it's Lilo and Stitch. It's good. It's good. And I liked it, but then I was like, you know what? Meet the Robinsons seems cool. Seems cool. And I think it's about like time machines and stuff. Yeah. Like if CP had a time machine, would you use it or do anything with it or just be not want to switch anything up with it, you
I
know?
don't think I'd switch anything.
That'd be risky.
Maybe go back in time and see how things play out, but I wouldn't switch it.
Mm-hmm. Because I think I've seen things where it's like you move like even like a water bottle and the smallest change can happen. We should use a time machine. I should use a time machine to call up CP. I think it was maybe last year. And the building that we're in, you might not believe me, but the building that we're in right now, I saw Leo. And people are wondering, who the fuck is Leo? We'll tell you who Leo
It's
is.
the best math teacher, professor.
He actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, he actually had a hat like this. But it was like black and white, I think. And it said, I don't remember what it said on there.
Leo.
That would be hilarious with like a period. I saw him, and they're now using construction for the building, so I can't show you sadly. But he's talking to a colleague, and I come up to him, and I'm like, "Excuse me, sir." Yes. Like he's like, "Who's this?" I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you since Massasoit. Not to be rude, sir, but where do I know you from? I was like, "Oh no, no." He's like, "I've had too many students." And I was like, I guess that's kind of a good problem to have. You ever have a time where like a kid sees you in public and you're like, I don't really remember him being in my or her being in my class.
No, sometimes I just go the other way.
Really?
Go down the aisle. If it's on holidays, like Christmas break,
Okay.
just down the aisle.
What?
Because I can't, I've seen them a couple times, and when I did, it was like, stopped and talked for like 20 minutes. But I would
Oh.
love to sit and talk to them. But
Oh.
I have friends that are like,
They'd be like, uh, Corridon, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, sorry. One of my kids, found them at the supermarket.
oh, sorry, Miss Petchell, we gotta go. And I'm like, okay, guys.
There was a time where I went to, you ever been to Grey Wolf Lodge?
I really want to go. Like, a couple kids went this week and last week, and I was like, kind of want to go. Like, now they telling me to go. Like, I stayed in a wolf's den. I'm like, I just want the, like, ears in the lazy river.
Hmm. I went there maybe a couple years ago, and me and the fam were in the hot tub chilling. All of a sudden, a big family comes. It's like, Thomas, I just want to thank you for everything you've done for my child. And I played along with it, but then after they left, I was like, I don't remember that kid or what job I even like met them from. It's insane. I'm a mix of both. With what you were saying with the supermarket. Sometimes I'm like, oh yes, bet. Okay, I get to see them. Hello, hello. Because I have the middle schoolers,
Mm-hmm.
so sometimes they're more aware.
Yeah, with the elementary schoolers.
Oh,
So they like to talk.
hmm.
So do I, but sometimes I'm like, I gotta get to my car.
Exactly.
Get me outside of my car.
You must feel like a celebrity when that happens.
Especially when it's like, uh, what is it called?
Oh, like
Not a pep rally, but like a meeting in the cafeteria when they call up the teachers and they're like, yeah. I'm like, woo.
this. So you said Braintree Public Schools, right? Okay. I had like the biggest brain fart. I was like, oh, have a good shift at Milton Public Schools. It's like, Thomas, not everything's Milton, you know? How'd Miss Petchell, how'd that come about? Were you always into working with kids?
So I went to Massasoit for criminal justice.
Okay.
I wanted to become a detective,
Ooh.
but I graduated when it was all of the defund the police and all of that. So I went with my second route, which was education,
Hmm.
which I liked, which is fun. I've always wanted to teach kids too, but now I look at myself and I'm like, I don't think I could go through boot camp.
I was actually just telling someone yesterday who's in the army, and I'm like, all respect to you guys, I could never.
No. And I ran my first, I'm not even saying this has anything compared to boot camp, but 3K. And I was like, when I ran, I was like trying to train for it. I'm like, there's no way I could run 10 of these
Hmm.
at all.
That's how much they have.
I'm just saying, like, I ran 1 mile to train for my 3K, but in boot camp, you run miles and miles. I'm like, I, I was walking at 1 mile. I was like, yeah, I don't need
All good.
respect to them.
All 100% okay. That's actually reminds me about the most, what was it? The most recent group interaction that we had where I sadly worried some people.
Walk 10 hours.
That was how many people told me they were like, oh, it was like this many K. I don't know.
When I was on your live at like 8:30 and you didn't get back till like 11.
That's and you guys were nothing but amazing like supporters with it. You guys were like, you said, oh, I'll pick you up, I'll pick you up. I was like, I gotta finish the way. I gotta finish the way. Yes. And yeah, Riley was like, oh, I'll bring it to you, like I'll deliver it to your house. You know, I, and that's why I give you nothing but respect because notice how I didn't run at all. With running, I was like, but doing what you did, I feel like is harder than what I
Oh,
did.
yeah. My friend did the Falmouth Road Race.
Oh.
And she was the one that asked me, would I do this with the 3K? And I was like, sure. Like, what's a 3K? Like, she's like 2.5 miles. I'm like, oh, I got this.
Hmm.
And it was like a windy day, Veterans Weekend, Castle Island.
Oh, fuck.
And she had to go around the castle, around the Sugar Bowl, around the dog park, and back up. There were points where I had to stop just to pace myself, and once I slowed down, I kept running. But that's what I was like, yeah. I'll probably do it again, but never, like, no, not the Boston Marathon.
It's funny you say that because people, after I did what I did, they were like, oh, that's like almost exactly the Boston Marathon. But I was like, yeah, I was walking though. You know? Yeah, there's you must have felt really good after it though. Do you know what I
I
mean?
was not, which was surprising. I was not hurting. We went out for brunch, had a mimosa. I came back, I took a nap, and I woke up. I'm like, I could, I'm not gonna do it, but I could do it again.
Hmm.
But I wasn't hurting at all. And my pace was 35, 39 minutes between my first
Ooh.
one, which my friend was like, that's not bad. She was 30. She was like, you were 5 minutes behind me
Hmm.
doing it for your first one.
Wow. That's I don't know how I don't know how people can get into it like all the time. It's like they must take so much time out of their day to do it.
Yeah. There were these high school track people team that did it,
Hmm.
and they were doing laps on us when I was at the Sugar Bowl. They like were coming back finishing it.
Wow.
I was like, they should have a different category for track stars.
Oh, they lumped all you guys
Oh
together?
yeah, but they were like, if you think you can be done in 20 minutes, go at the start of the line. If you think you can be done in 25 minutes, I was like,
Oh my gosh.
this is kind of like a pat on the back to them.
Like, yeah, you can get the head st You would think they put you guys,
The head start.
yeah,
I just looked at my phone, I'm like, I'm just doing the 35 minute. I'm giving myself some extra time.
exactly. There's I think what a coincidence because I remember doing like a Best Buddies walk slash run in your neck of the woods. Yeah, it was a elementary school. I could be so off.
Here's Tucker Glover.
Why did I feel like it? I might be thinking of a different town, but why am I thinking it's called like
Oh,
Cunningham?
Cunningham Elementary. Yep, that's in Milton.
Oh my gosh,
Across the street from the pool.
yes.
Yeah, I used to
How,
work there.
really?
The pool.
That's
That's like
small.
every Milton's kid start off from 13 to 18.
I'm surprised I got the name right. Wow. What's like the very first job for most people is like a lifeguard over there.
It's there, yeah.
Would it
Like
get?
the front gate,
Oh,
like where you greet people and sign them up for membership. That's like you start off community service hours there your first year. And then your second year is like $13 an hour. I don't know what it is now, but when it was 13 and then a dollar each year. But when you're a lifeguard, I think it was $2 each year.
it's better than what I got. I think I was like 16. I went on a summer camp. They gave me like $9 an hour. That's like illegal now. Wow. I think yeah, it was like best buddies at the Cunningham, and because my cousin Katie
Yes.
is in best buddies. Isn't that crazy how full circle everything
That is
is?
crazy.
And you told me that one of your best friends,
Ashley.
yes.
That's who I did the race with, the run.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it's all connected.
Yes.
And I think we found out during the live that the two of them know each other, right?
Ashling was Katie's best buddy.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You can't make this stuff
And
up.
that's what me and Ashling met swimming at Cunningham, and we did Irish step together. Yeah. So it's all a big full circle.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
I I texted it made my aunt's day because I texted in the group chat. I was like, I gotta let you know, guys. Someone I know, her friend, knows Katie. You know what I mean? I gave a detail, the name and everything, and she was like, she wanted to prove.
That blonde hair.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I was like, what? How is that even possible?
If you go to the parade Sunday, I will be with Ashling there, so we could
Oh,
take a group picture.
that's right. That's right. There's how'd you guys meet?
We went to camp, like a summer camp behind the pool,
Okay.
which was Park and Rec, like Milton's Park and Rec.
Yeah.
That's where all the cool kids
Oh.
went. The other kids went to Camp Cunningham, Camp Cunningham, in Cunningham.
What a tongue twister.
Yeah,
Wow.
they stayed inside all day. That's what we would laugh at them while we were outside.
Love the true camp experience, you know?
And then me and Ashling did Irish step when we were little together as well.
Oh, so St. Patty's Day. I mean,
That's one of, it goes Christmas, oh no, Halloween, Christmas, St. Patrick's Day are my favorite.
yeah, you're the biggest Halloween fan I have ever laid my eyes on.
Yes.
That's has it always been like
Oh, yeah.
that?
Like I've always loved Halloween. October 1st is my October 31st.
There's there's like you told me that you're really into the crime podcast, right?
Yeah.
So if there's like a really big crime going on, especially local on like the news, does that intrigue you as well?
Not really. I usually wait till
The documentaries come out
documentaries or a podcast are on where I can just get all the information in one. It's kind of like when a new show comes out on Netflix, I binge the whole thing. I can't just watch
on
one
the first
episode and
night.
go.
On the first night,
Yeah, or like whatever it comes out. But I can't like exit Netflix and go do a couple errands and come back and watch the show.
just like I gotta finish it all right now.
Yeah.
You know, there's perfect segue because I the documentary just came out of Karen Reed.
Yep.
Did you watch that?
I did not watch that yet. That will probably be a weekend watch.
Maybe like
I'll
yeah,
definitely watch it with my mom though too.
oh, she's into the crime
Right.
stuff like you are.
Yes.
It's crazy how like close by it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's all the other famous ones like have you seen about the I might be getting the name wrong, the Melendez brothers?
Menendez.
But I got the M part right, you
Like
know.
the Idaho murders where the college kids got murdered.
Oh, wait. Yeah, there's like wait. And then the guy,
Brian Koberger.
what a name.
Yeah.
He's white, he's got kind of
Yeah,
longish. Oh yeah, his eyes are like,
like beady eyes.
oh fuck. Then there's I don't remember who I was talking to about this recently, but are you into like any crime, like not doing it yourself, but like
No, but
but but like maybe like a mob thing?
oh, I like the Whitey cases. Like my dad grew up in Southie, so we knew all. He's like, oh yeah, that's Whitey's meetings were here. My dad was actually best friends with Whitey's brother. Like, we used
What?
to drive around in the same car and hang out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Did you watch the Black Mass movie?
I did, but I probably years ago. I don't really
It's very polarizing. Some people either love it or they hate
read
it.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I know where a couple meeting places were in Southie. That Whitey used to hold some meetings.
Are you for real?
Like a pizza shop in the basement of one. A bunch of Celtic people will like, oh yeah, White used to be there.
They were probably having their version of the conversation corner over
Yeah,
there.
under it in the pizza shop.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think my grandmother's brother was a cop investigating Whitey's. What a small world.
So interesting. Like
Mhm.
just a typical person can do all that. Some people don't even know.
Exactly. And then I think I saw a thing about like this is what makes it even more of a juicy story. I think Whitey was close with an FBI agent.
Yes.
That's how. Who would have thought? Like, if that didn't happen, he probably would have got caught sooner, right?
Then like yeah, probably. Or I don't think if he got caught he wouldn't he would just keep doing it or get away with it.
I think yeah, I think he moved to like a warmer climate, and according to the movie, I don't know how true it is. He comes out of an elevator, and then they're ready for him. Someone tipped him off, and his girlfriend, I think, got out early. He never got out, but she came out early, and I think her sister made a building in where I live in Brockton. I don't know what the building is, but it's all connected. It's crazy. It's insane. What other cases intrigue your ears? You know, because I'm kind of interested in it too. Sort of.
There's one that I've loved. Well, I shouldn't say. I don't say. I hate saying loved, but I liked it since I was little. Was the Cleveland abduction?
Okay.
There are three women. Well, they got kidnapped as kids, and this man kept them in his upstairs for years. And he ended up having a child with one. And there was one day where he left the door unlocked, and the girl set the little girl out, and they finally got found, but they all thought they were dead.
Oh my gosh.
But they were like, yep, I'm Amanda. I've been missing for 13, 20 years.
That wait, that kind of sounds familiar. When I was younger, I was really into like this YouTube channel that had like parody songs, and it sounds not related at all, but it is. The video was called what a title. Dead giveaway. Because I think there was a neighbor nearby who got interviewed and asked about it, and he was like, they made it into a song.
Yeah, like there was this girl knocking on my door. Yeah,
Yes.
that's the guy.
He was wearing a white shirt, right?
Yep.
He
Like,
was.
this white girl came knocking on my door, and he's like, and she was kidnapped.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I mean, I would play it now, but I would get copyright for it. But I'll play it for you after. They added like auto tune to it. He's like, I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl. He said this when a little pretty white girl ran to a black man's arms.
Yeah, that's the case. And there's a movie on it, which every time I see it on TV, I'm like, okay, I'll sit down and watch it.
It's like, yeah, we're gonna record it just in case, you know.
There were three. Two out of the three are friends. The other one wants nothing to do with them. The other two.
What did they do?
That's what I tell my friends. I'm like, I get it, but also like,
I-
you all went through the same thing.
I see. It's kind of like
Like,
oh, like a reminder type thing. I get that. Yeah, I see. I see what they mean. There is what a horrible coincidence for what I'm about to say, but what happened was I saw a story recently of I think maybe New Bedford or something, where someone's stepmom kept them, held hostage for like 20 years.
and I saw that on TikTok like this morning.
Oh shit.
In Connecticut, was it?
Yeah, something like that in our vicinities, so to speak.
Up in his room for 20 years?
Yeah,
Yeah, when he was 11.
that's crazy.
31 now.
And someone mentioned the build. It was like he's like 6 something.
65 pounds.
Yeah. Insane. And someone commented, because there's always crazy people commenting on stuff. Someone was like, yeah, hopefully he, gets the house and the money. He wants nothing to do with the house. Who would want that?
He didn't have education. I did hear he stopped having education. He stopped going to school in 4th grade. So that's like a lot, like.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can only imagine. What? And then the thing is,
4th grade education at 32.
that's how old he was?
He's 32 now.
What? Oh my gosh. That's like, how do they go that long? Like how is that even possible? Like nothing, like it was just the two of them? Like
Yeah. Well, that's what he said. He set his house on fire to get police attention. That's what it. So he set his room on fire in hopes of being rescued.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I that's just mind boggling to me.
All my TikToks, like crime.
So if I have any crime questions, I should come to you. It sounds like, there's, ain't no one, none of the kiddos at your job, well, they're 5, but still, no one's going to do any crime on your watch. You're going to make sure they're listening.
With anything.
It's like, so yours is like elementary, right?
Yes.
Because I know some people that have like the K through 8 type thing,
We're K through 4th.
That's a thing? What?
Because I guess 5th is considered middle.
They keep on pushing it back.
Yeah. I thought middle was 6th, 7th, and 8th. That's what middle when I was in middle school.
We both sound old just saying that. That's crazy. How is like the 4th graders with like the kid, like, are they like, yeah, I'm the big tough guy now, like
But some are taller than me. Like they walk past and they look at me. They're like, "She's the teacher." I'm like, "All right."
oh shit. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like some of them are either really small or they're really like
Ginormous.
it's
Not
crazy.
tall.
So if they're let's see, so if your kiddos were born in 2019 and then either way it's still
My kiddos last year, their graduation year is 2038 of high school. I will be turning 41. That's the summer of. Well, my birthday will be 41.
I don't know if it's just bias, but I feel like the graduation years got more uglier since we ended. Because what was yours is 2016, right?
2017.
Oh yeah, brain fart. So we had the same graduation year, and I feel like after Ever since 2021 on, it just sounds ugly. Like,
Or 20, I still think since ever of 2020.
mhm.
I'm like, you online too.
That was
I graduated Massasoit online.
me too.
Yeah,
Wait, what year? 2020.
2020.
Shit.
So they sent us our graduation link.
Ugh.
Yeah, they're like, time for graduation. Like, here's the link.
I was telling people about this recently, actually, how so mine was 2021, and either way, we both got screwed because there were other people slowly starting to go to like maybe like hybrid, whatever. A link, not even live, and they didn't even show our picture. They were just like, so and so, this major.
Yeah.
Like, no
And
picture,
with
no
the
nothing.
science, like, and then we were in the groupings of, like, I have a science in criminal justice, which me and my friend were like, we have a science degree now? We didn't even know criminal justice was a part of science. No one told us, and we found it out on our graduation day.
Yeah, they like to sprinkle that in there. It's like associate in blank. It's like, oh, I didn't know about that part, you know?
So I'm like, I kind of, that's good to have under your belt.
Like, yeah, I could put that in the resume, you know? Wow, that's yeah, there's that place, I don't know how you feel about it. I think it's severely underrated. I love that place so
I
much.
love Massasoit. My brother he worked at Curry College for a bit, and he was saying our 2 years at Massasoit
Mm.
equal one semester there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's um
So while we have a degree, someone has one semester down, which is crazy to think about.
and more debt too.
Yeah, and that's what my friends always laugh like. You go to a community college, I'm like, okay, you're gonna be stuck in debt. Not really stuck in debt, but like,
Yeah. It's like my dad would call it massa toilet.
yes, my friends would call it that too.
Oh no, no. How was it with like online classes? Because I had to do acting and it was on Zoom. It was horrible.
It was interesting. A couple of my partners didn't really show up for
Oh no. Like at all?
projects or answer emails, so I would just have to do it.
All by
And
yourself?
I would email the professor and check, well, just keep emailing them. I'm like, I'll try my best.
Oh no.
And then I just said I did the whole project. They did not email me. This is Wednesday, it's due Friday. Here's my portion of it.
Unbelievable.
And I would get great. Once you realized the partners, I kind of just,
Oh, she was like, "Yeah, I can see that coming
yeah.
from them, you know.
Or they haven't been to any of the classes since we switched remote.
That's see, I'm glad that we had Leo when we did, because no offense to him, I have no idea how he would do in the COVID era. I'm actually worried to even think about that. I think so. I sat in the very, very back, and I don't know what it is. You know how well?
Row crew?
What have I?
The back row crew?
Oh, I actually there was three people, and one of them I still talk to. I think his name's Terrence. I still talk to him to this
I
day.
remember it was Terrence, you, a girl, and some other guy.
Yeah, we were all just
And that's what Leo was like, I need to hear answers from the back. Like I never do. One day he was like fed up with you guys.
I was like, oh my gosh, who's gonna do it? I don't, you know, because math's not my thing. How are you with math? I'm not a math person.
That's like, I can teach kindergarten math. That's about,
There's,
about it.
I think, they said, oh, either someone's like history and English or math or science. Are you more of the history and English type vibe?
No.
There's, yeah, with,
I feel like math in English, I'm
uh-huh,
but science, I couldn't.
like it all.
No.
Me, I actually failed the science MCAS at first.
That's when I had to retake it. Actually, I was a point. I was on the fail pass line, and they made me retake it in high school.
That's another similar. I didn't even see. I didn't even know that. See, that's the beauty of this. Like, I found out. I always find out new things about people. Like, yeah, the science MCAS. I was like, I think I was sick, and I didn't even want to be there. So I rushed through it. I got cocky. I was like, I'll pass. I'll pass. next year. Oh, Thomas, you have to take bio review. I was like, unbelievable. And we couldn't even leave.
Until we finished it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the first time around for us sophomores, that was the right year, right? Sophomore, I think.
I feel like sophomore or junior.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
And they let us leave the first time around. But the second time, they're like, oh, you failed. You have to go back to your class after. I was like, are you serious right now?
Oh, they made us go to tutoring. So when we failed it, we would have to go I think it was Tuesday and Thursday to the science teacher, and she would help us for an hour.
Or they,
Just me and my friends, we were like,
I'm sure that made it easier
it
though.
did make it easier, but we're like, for an hour?
Mm-hmm.
I was a point off. My friends, they got it like completely. But the teacher showed it to me. He was like, I hate to tell you this. And he's like, I know you're going to be so mad. But he's like, you were 1 point off. And he showed me the line. I'm like, I was like, at that point, like, give me the point.
Are the
It
kids?
was the computer scanning it. So, like,
Oh, it's because it was the computer's
yeah.
fault.
Well, no, it was my fault. But, like, the computer's not going to show you do the work and give you the extra work credit.
Wow, that's are the kindergartners too young to take it? Because it's been a while.
They do it. I think they voted it MCAT top. Like, I'm pretty sure that was, like, something that they did last year.
I forgot about that. They don't. Wow, how I don't think they realize how lucky they are. They have no idea. They're gonna find out on this random article in like 2034. They're like, someone's gonna have an opinion and be like, "This is why we should bring back the MCAS." They're gonna be like, "What the hell is MCAS?"
Yeah.
How lucky they are.
Sometimes where the kids are like, I don't want to do this work. It's boring. Or like, I hate school. I'm like,
Little did they know.
I was like, you have a long
Oh my
way ahead
gosh.
of you.
I'm being told by people who like work in like maybe the middle school vibes, and they're saying that they're having trouble like reading simple sentences.
Oh, we start them reading simple sentences like,
Good.
and if they need help, we say like, tap it out, or scoop it out, so they know.
Oh, I like that. Scoop it out. Do you guys do like Quiet Coyote or
No, they don't know that. Do that.
and then they repeat it, right?
Yeah.
What are your some tips for like discipline? Because I was so bad at that when I worked with kids. I was so bad at it. Like if a kid's not listening, like what does Miss Petchell do to?
For one of my students, we have bins, so she has independent bins. So when we have a system where if she gets 3 tick marks, she gets an X, and she'll have to go back to her desk and do her bins.
Oh, really?
Where it's 4 little bins, it's like paperwork or cubes that she has to spell, and she'll be upset, but she comes back calm body and quiet. But if she comes back like loud or again, we'll send her right back to do the bins.
Wow, that's they don't realize how lucky they have it.
Or running through the halls. That's when I make them go back to the classroom and exactly where they ran from and walk again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I worked with kids, I had this like infatuation with being the fan favorite.
That's what all of my other teachers and they were like, you're so nice. Like, show them a little Miss Petchell, like because they know that you won't do anything. So when I kind of did the switch last week, they were all like,
Oh, so this is new.
yeah, recently.
Oh shit.
So they're kind of like,
They're like, I thought I can trust you.
or I'm getting compliments like, I have to tell you something. Like, I just love you. I'm like, well, you're still gonna do your bins. I love you too, but we'll do the bins together.
Oh, they tried to pull a fast one on you. They were like, they're probably thinking in their little minds, they're like, if I say this, I'll get away, get away with some stuff. They I don't know if you saw this for like I don't know if it's for all grades, but for the older grades, they put in a law where it's like they can't suspend kids as much.
Oh.
Like in a sense of, so when I worked, the last job I had working with kids was in 2023, and there was a kid, we'll just call him C, and C would get kicked out at every period because he knew he knew he wasn't gonna get suspended because there was like a new law that went into pass that school year, because I guess they don't want to be liable for maybe unneeded suspensions. But this guy, I don't wish bad on any kid for like, that kind of stuff or any type of stuff, but like he deserved to be suspended. I'm, but like he knew he could get away with it.
That wasn't like suspended when we were.
You would get.
I never got.
I was about to
I
say.
got my first detention my senior year, and it was my friend's fault.
That's what they all say. Are you sure?
Yeah, this is when I fractured my foot, so I was in a boot,
Okay.
and she was holding the door for me because when someone always has to go hold the door so they can get out of class early.
Uh-huh.
But she stopped and were talking to her friends while holding the door for me, and the bell rang when we stepped. I still remember the teacher's name. Her rule was if we came into the classroom after the bell rang, it was a detention.
Oh my.
But we walked in as the bell was ringing, and she gave us both a detention. She pick better friends to hold the door.
Well, as the TikTok girls say, she thought she ate with that. Like that's.
So we colored our detention. We printed out pictures and we taped the coloring pages to the side of her desk.
Oh
We
shit.
were at Corridon and Tunasia's first detention, and we taped it on there.
Like a memory thing,
She kept it on the whole year, but
Really?
it's funny because I was like, I've never had a detention my whole life and have a broken foot and in detention.
Is she like a little bit on the older vibe? Like
No, she was a young teacher too.
really? Oh my gosh. You'd expect those ones that are like 23 years in the business is like, I have a tight ship. I run a tight ship here.
Nope, she was just bell rang, you're late. Detention.
Oh my gosh. There's, yeah, it's wild because I don't know about you. It sounds like we have some similarities with being liked by the kiddos. I always had this mindset of like, let's say there's a graduation party and there's like a bonfire when they get older. And they're talking, and you're just known to talk about old times on bonfires,
Yep.
Be like, oh, remember when? Sitting down. Oh, remember that camp counselor, Thomas?
Yeah.
He was awesome. Remember Miss Petchell?
Yep.
She was awesome. I never wanted to be seen as the ones that were like,
I do remember. I was person.
yeah. Like probably the one that gave you guys attention. There's some people.
We still talk about her.
Oh
Not now she did teach a very good lesson in math after winter break. Like she taught us life math, like how to write checks. Or
Oh.
if she's like, here's your guy's apartment, she told us how much we paid a month, and she's like, here's your grocery list, and she would bring in the grocery flyers, and she's like, pick $100 worth of groceries for the week because you have to pay your rent.
Okay.
So she taught us how to manage, which was so it's like not a lot of math teachers would do that for high schoolers.
She
Got us ready for college.
she probably felt bad, or maybe she had a really good Christmas, and she's like, you know what? I'm feeling extra jolly. Let me help these kids with their future.
Yeah. I like that side of math though too, not the slope and everything.
Is it the y equals mx plus b, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And they tried to make it fun with songs, and they add like songs to it. They were like, someone played a song on my.
Schoolhouse Rock song.
Oh wow, you unlocked a memory. Oh my gosh, yeah, and it's kind of. I was gonna say that your kiddos wouldn't know what that is, but at the same time, streaming finds shit easier than ever.
Yeah, we do Jack Hartman. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Enlighten me. Who's that?
He's like the Wiggles, but a solo, essentially for 2020, 2019 kids. Our kids love him.
Isn't there also one named I don't know if this is like infants or anything, so I might be off. Yes.
Yes.
Is that infants or?
They like Miss Ray. They like Blippi. Like all these kids grew up. That
Is that related to Bluey or is that different?
Blippi's just like Steve from Blue's Clues. Essentially, they're Steve from Blue's Clues.
How many of them are there? Is that connected, right? Or is it just?
No,
Oh,
they're just like that's their generation of
ew.
yeah.
Wasn't there like three of them?
From Blue's Clues, yeah. There's 3 different Steves now.
There's the one with the glasses. That's the original, right?
No, I don't
What?
think so. The one with the glasses.
Is he? He's on TikTok though, right? He'll make like motivational posts. The
The
glasses
one that
guy.
kind of looks like Drake Bell. It's like ours.
I was about to say, I was like Drake. I thought you were talking about the singer. I was like, huh?
Drake Bell.
Oh yeah, Drake Bell actually is also a
Oh,
singer, right?
now, yeah.
And then, oh, I would always watch that show. Coincidentally at Katie's house, Katie Moore's house. You know?
Drake and Josh.
Yes.
I met Drake Bell at the South Shore Plaza.
What was this?
I have no idea, but he had a meet and greet there, and I remember my dad waited like 4 hours in line with me. And I met him, and we took, my godfather came too, and I have to find the picture, but it's on his Razor phone. That's how old
What?
it was. And my friend luckily was walking by and was like, what's this crowd? And looked down and saw me meeting him at that exact moment. So she to this day, she's like, I was your witness.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. It's like the razor with like the sidekicks and stuff.
Or like the phone that went and then popped up this way. And then that
Yes. That was I forgot.
LG slide or something.
You wow.
That's I had an LG slide.
I think I had one that was called like the LG Ally or something. They have no idea. These kiddos have no idea.
If I told that my first phone was a flip phone, and I feel like if I were to tell them that, they'd be like,
Wasn't it like satisfying though? Like let's say someone was having an argument with someone, take it and be like goodbye, and you just
flip it down.
oh my
I had a
gosh,
little clip on my side too, and I would just.
holy crap! That's unlocking a memory right there. I'm about to unlock another memory for you. So we were talking about Leo earlier
Yes.
and how he would come at the back row crew. Wasn't there like a dynamic duo? Like, didn't you have like a bestie?
Tracy?
Yes, I forgot her name, but you guys still talk?
Yes, she's traveling like the world right now.
Oh,
Somewhere back, like not backpacking, but traveling
what?
a couple places.
I might be mixing up the human beings with this. So if I am, I apologize, Tracy. She has a kid now, right?
Two.
Wow.
Yeah. So she thought when we met, she thought I was like 30
Really?
or something. And she's like, "What? Do you want to grab a glass of wine?" I was like, "We can do it at your house or my house." I was like, "I'm not even 21." Well, maybe I was just freshly 21. Like yeah, that's what it was. I was like, I just turned 21. And she's like, "What?"
So she was, how old was she when we all met her?
I'm not even sure, but maybe like 29, 28.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was, because that's what she's like, that's crazy that you're 21 and I'm 28. And she's like, I thought you were my age.
I thought she was our
Yeah,
age.
no, that's what I was like, I thought you were our age.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's that makes you think because it's like sadly these kiddos nowadays they look at social media, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm not where this person is and they're my age." But it's like, no, everyone has their own journey.
Yeah.
We got Tracy, which is totally fine in the class at like, would you say she's probably like 5 years older than us?
Yeah, but there was a guy who was way older, like the motorcycle guy, who kind of sat near you guys.
Oh my oh my gosh.
He asked me on a date.
Oh my, really?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Hold on. This is unlocking history right now. Is that I know I'm friends with someone else from that class. His name's Robert. I don't
Everything is your picture. I don't think so.
uh
Don't remember his name.
yeah, I figured that wasn't him. Cuz I think let me see. You know what? Going exploring.
I always forget because I'm a summer birthday.
Okay.
So I have the birthday cutoff, so I started a year early, so I legally had to get held back. So I was in the grade of all my friends who are older.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That was I'm actually too young for 2017.
Yeah, I was 18 in high school. So I was
That was how my brother that's how my brother was.
so that's what I laughed when Tracy was like, "Yeah, I thought you were like 30."
Like
No, I'm freshly 21.
exactly.
Here's my new Horizontal ID.
There's let's see, what's okay. Um, this is I don't. Is this him?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He asked me on a date.
Oh, I was 99% sure it was him. I almost liked a picture of his from 5 years ago, which is last time I saw Corridon. There's wow.
Maybe it was, no, maybe it wasn't him. I think, no, it wasn't him. He got mad at me once, so.
Really?
Me and Tracy, because he said, he asked, do we watch Games of Thrones? No, I don't watch dragon shows. And I just remember he was like, it's not about dragons.
Oh, he got
He got
defensive.
mad. He got very mad at me. Not mad, but like, it's not dragons. But the kid next to him asked me on the date.
Oh yes. Okay, now it's all starting to come back to me.
And I remember how it was seat. I still remember the seats. It was me, Tracy, Robert, his friend, and then the back row.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, wow. So, yep, because Robert, I remember Robert is the legendary human being in that class who was also a wrestling fan, and he sat like I
On
am.
the side, yeah, on the edge
Yes, and then oh yeah,
next to him.
yes. Oh my gosh. Yep, and then
It
uh,
was me and Tracy that way to them.
to the right,
Our
right?
backs were turned to them, to the right, and then you had the back row.
Okay. Do you remember? Do you remember Hector?
Yes.
He actually I actually ran into him.
Leo,
Oh yeah, they would have heated conversations. They would have heated conversations. He would speak back to him all the time.
was he like, get out one time? Do you remember? Or Hector was like, I'm leaving, and Leo was like, I'm not gonna stop you.
Yeah,
Something happened.
yeah, and everyone was just watching. They were like, "Did that really just happen?" You know? I was gasped. I was like,
I'm the person that usually laughs in awkward conversations, or like if something crazy is happening in the classroom, I can't help but just be like, "This is the life."
Spe-
But yeah,
especially at the worst time. Like I'd be laughing at the worst time sometimes. I, yeah, it was like last time I actually saw him was literally in that hallway right outside, and he remembered me. He's like, Thomas, I don't. Where do I know you from? And it all comes back to Leo. Always
oh,
comes back.
Hector.
Yes. Yeah, this building. Something about this building. You know? Yeah, there's actually there's some mutual friends that we have from that era. Like we were talking about before, there's a mysterious Alex.
I still don't know.
Watch, he'll probably watch and be like,
Like it's gonna drive me crazy.
there's what other so you were more based off the Canton Massasoit, right?
Yes.
Oh, that makes me wonder who else that we might know.
I think I know Alex with the long hair.
Long hair.
I don't know his name though, his last name. But he had long hair. He went to the Canton Massasoit. He was in art, art major.
Alex. Do you have him on social media?
No.
Fuck. I took a picture of him. I'm guessing. Because you swiped up, you were like, what? You know Alex? Um, yeah, it's gonna eat ourselves alive and be like, fuck, how do we not? Um, yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue because I feel like we both know a lot of mutual people.
Yeah.
So if I look, let's see, maybe it's kind of like a, what's it called? Like a backtrack thing where it's like, if we find your mutual friends, it will lead us to Alex. So if we see this right here, six mutual, we have Cam from the live, Mario, I'm guessing from Cam Massoy. I've known that guy since I was like 6. Riley, hashtag Mary Lou's. Mo, I'm guessing from Massasoit.
I knew Mo from my Milton friend, Caitlin.
Really? What a small world. Wow. Hannah, I'm guessing from Massasoit.
Yes, not Hannah Baker, Hannah Carter.
What?
Hannah Baker's 13 Reasons Why.
Yes. I was like, where did that sound familiar? And then,
Sorry, Hannah.
and then Anthony Foley. I think, yeah.
I know him from like not growing up, but Massasoit, but also outside of Massasoit.
Same here. Wow, this.
But that's also my new Instagram.
Oh yeah, where it says last time trying, Instagram keeps deleting my account, so here I am again. Which you don't have to mention why, but let's just say the story that you told me about was nothing that I thought you were going to tell me. I thought you were going to be like you pressed the wrong link or something. When you told me that, let
If I ever get back in and if I saw Scene, I'll probably cry. I met him too on my birthday when I was 13.
are you for real? Oh my gosh. That's another full circle thing.
Yeah.
So
I
let's
have picture proof that we met.
so you also have celebrity magic. Who else have you met that's
Miley Cyrus.
was that planned or
This is back when she was like Hannah Montana. I
really?
went to a Hannah Montana concert. Like, do you know like the meme Miley Cyrus? Like the memes that she looks like a raccoon.
I think so.
Like that's how I met her.
Oh my
A
gosh.
picture is in like episode 2 of the Conversation Corner. Yeah, Jordan added it.
I gotta check that shit out. Oh my
We went
gosh.
to a concert, and me and my aunt were leaving that way, like just out of the exit, and some mom was like, "Do you want to meet her? Like, I have the behind the stage," and she's like, "I'm just here with my daughters," and she like ripped it off and gave it to me.
Really?
So I met her.
So were you a little hesitant at first? Like, who the hell is this random person?
Oh, I was like, "Oh yeah, I want to meet her."
Yeah, I'm free to go, you know?
Like 12 in the morning. I remember I was second grade. I thought it was the best thing ever. Maybe third grade, but
So is it on someone's razor again? Someone's
no, I
razor
have
phone?
the picture printed. It's my cousins actually framed it and put it on a T-shirt for my birthday.
That reminds me, Katie's late great brother, Kevin, he took a picture with John Cena. And every time I would come over their house, I'd be like, Kevin, can I please have it? And it was autographed, but I flew right over my head. Why would he give it to me? It's like, it's insane, you know? Was there anyone else that you like came in interaction with?
No, just Scooter Braun's.
Mm-hmm.
I met him crossing the street. His limo came up, and I took a picture with him.
Where was it at?
The TD Garden.
Okay.
Like I was leaving, trying to find my mom, and I was like in some island in the middle of traffic, and there was his little car, and he rolled down the window, and we took a picture.
So, those three interactions. The first one that was like around a bunch of people of Drake Bell's. Were the other two like pretty much just you, or were there other people around trying to also get a picture?
The meet and greet with Hannah Montana
Uh-huh.
was
She
like,
looks a lot like Miley Cyrus.
well,
Yeah.
it was Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
That was like after her concert, so a bunch of fans, like there was a line.
They're like, "Oh, I'm not going to school tomorrow after this."
Oh, I went to school.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
At second grade. Oh my gosh.
And then the Scooter Bronze, people were just like, it was just in the street, so people were trying to cross. But once people realized he kind of, like, they rolled. He only said hi to the group that was there, and then just went off.
Mm-hmm. And they probably saw, oh, it's a 13-year-old girl. Because you were 13, you said, right?
Probably, yeah.
All these other people are trying to, and like, oh, it's 13-year-old girl. We'll let her get it, because you know. But
Well, and
yeah,
I also was like, it's my birthday. It was my birthday.
I didn't know if you were like one of those, like, yeah.
It was my birthday.
The wow, that's insane. That's people always ask me like, how did the celebrity magic happen with me?
I was gonna say, you know a lot, right?
It was like the right place at the right time type shit. There's it's crazy to the point where people thought I like worked at CBS or something. They thought I actually had connects. I'm like, no, I'm just happen.
Right time.
Yeah, happens to happen. You know, it's crazy, and we have two Massachusetts celebrities right here because two very well known people who have great groups of people that know us. You know,
Yes.
there's. Do you have? Is it just like the two of you guys in the conversation corner? Do you guys ever have like other guests or anything?
That's my godson. He was my first guest star. We kind of just wanted to see what he's for. He's turning 5 this year.
Okay.
What a 4-year-old would say or do, but he turned around and mostly interviewed us, which was
Ooh,
interesting.
that's right.
So it was fun. He's a funny kid.
I remember you were one of the people that I came to for advice for like how to set up the whole thing and like with like mics and stuff and like what was the process for you guys? Like was it like what do you guys use to record and stuff like that?
We use an iPhone, like Jordan's iPhone.
Okay.
But I have a ring light, and we set it up like a Five Below ring light. It's $15.
Okay.
Um,
Doesn't sound very Five Below to me.
like they have like the back section that's like 10 and up. I don't know if it's 10 degrees, but it's there that we set it up downstairs in my basement. We were gonna do a backdrop, but then we were like, I have nothing to hang it up with. I have like a strand of Christmas lights that we sometimes put on. I don't even think they've been on once, but we're gonna try to switch up the scenes to see. Like we might travel April vacation, not sure where yet, but we might do podcasts.
Ooh, like a remote one.
Yeah, or like vlog some of it and then put it in.
Didn't you say earlier that you didn't want to be a vlogger though?
But I don't want to be like, hey guys.
Welcome to another episode. Does because you mentioned April vacation is does he also work with the kiddos?
No, he works like corporate job. Yeah, so
Oh,
he's like a manager.
fancy.
He usually takes vacations when I'm on vacation, which I laugh at all the time.
Like
I just send him my school schedule, like September. I'm like, plan your vacations.
pick detective slash teacher. CP needs to get a well-deserved break and stuff, and
So then go back to Seattle.
what you guys gonna do over there?
The last time we went on this hot tub boat, where it's like a boat with a legit hot tub just on it, and you have a control,
Oh shit!
like a joystick, and control it. And we saw like planes, water planes flying above us.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't that where I think iCarly's based, right? In Seattle?
I think.
I think so.
Or Grey's Anatomy.
I learn something new every day. Shout out Jake Toomey. A friend of mine really loves Grey's Anatomy. When I visited his house for the last time because he moved, he was taking notes of the Grey's Anatomy episode because he eventually works at South Shore Hospital. And yeah, he's invested. Are you
I don't watch it.
okay?
Jordan watches it.
Good, because that show is going on way too long.
Yeah, I don't know how many seasons there are, but
Oh my gosh.
the building, Jordan showed it to me, of 50 Shades of Grey. He's like, that's the hotel that they like did half of the movie in.
Really?
Or it's supposed to be.
Oh, in Seattle.
Yeah.
Where are other places that you guys have gone?
We went to Chicago,
Let me give you another one. I love Chicago.
P-Town for his birthday,
Okay.
um, New Hampshire. Like we've been in a couple states, which I don't know why we. For his mom laughs. For his birthday, we went to Seattle, and she's like, I don't know why you had to fly halfway across for your birthday.
What'd you guys do in Chicago?
We went. I think that was February vacation.
Wait, of what year? So was it like February of last year? Because I went to a spontaneous solo trip to Chicago February
February 2023.
24. You guys went.
2023.
I was about to say, because I went February of 24, like literally last minute for a concert.
Didn't you win a bet? You talked about that on the line? Not a bet, but
Yeah,
Madness or something.
yeah, something like that. Something with sports, and it was at the Braintree Dave and Buster's. It was like $850.
Yeah, and you booked the flight. Yeah.
Can you? Because I thought you were gonna say that 2024. What a coincidence.
Crazy. Yeah.
What if we were just walking and I ran into you guys? I'm like,
Well, he always rolls his eyes at me because I bump into somewhere, like someone I know everywhere we go. Like, and he was like, if we see someone in Seattle that says, "Hi, Corridon," he's like, I will scream. Because it's everywhere we go. Someone will be like, either it's a student, just a family member, or someone I went to high school with. They're like, "Hi, Corridon, hi."
Is he well known too?
He didn't go, he went to Stoughton High, but like,
Okay.
he knows my personality is very out there, so.
Hmm.
But he's like, another person? Like driving, someone will beep and wave, and he's like, we're driving.
Yeah. See what I mean? Two Massachusetts celebrities. I'm jealous of you guys because he has a brand new high school at Stoughton. You have a newish high school. I don't know if you, huh?
Milton High?
Yeah, well, kinda,
I haven't
kinda.
been there in a while.
I usually go there for the scholarship nights.
My mom does that, so you definitely see my mom.
What a small world. And then,
I might be presenting it this year.
really?
I told her I would if she wants me to.
Wow. Yeah, 'cause it's insane how quick in time it's gonna be before you know it. 'Cause we're in March now. Before you know it, it's gonna be time for it. You know, that's wild. There's what's what's the scholarship?
My uncle, the Mark Hamilton Award.
I've heard that announced. Wow. So I must. Who knows? Maybe I sat next to her.
Oh yeah, probably.
Holy crap. Yeah. I always tell my aunt, it's like if you're looking for anyone, just call me right up. I'll take it every year.
Yeah.
It's been like 6 years, I think, ish. And I think I posted on my story. You're like, whoa, Milton, you know? Because when I was younger, I thought everyone was from Brockton. It's like stupid of me to think that. It's like, no, there's other places out
Other
there.
towns, other places.
Exactly. Yeah, but I with my high school, um, made in the 70s. It looks like a prison.
I went to Blue Hills Tech,
Oh,
so not even.
what a brain fart. I forgot. I forgot. I am, which is still kind of newish,
Yeah.
next to Canton, Massasoit.
They used to be connected at like very long ago. So I think Blue Hills used to be Massasoit. Like it used to be one whole building.
What? Um,
Like when you look at it now, that would be a huge campus.
because they already barely use the side that they already have of Canton. It's always a ghost town, you know. There's they got to put you up on a banner over there, you know, because then you're definitely gonna get a bunch of people sending them text, be like, "What are you doing up there?"
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I laughed when I saw you. Like driving one of my night classes. I had a night class here. Not here, but the Brockton one.
Mm-hmm. Wait, when? How was it? How recent?
Not anytime like pre-COVID, but there was one night I was coming. It was my psychology class.
Okay.
And someone hit me from behind. This is like on my way to
What?
class. Like, and I could see it in my rearview mirror. I'm like, they're gonna hit me. Like, and I try to pull off to not get hit, but she smacks me.
Oh God.
And then she's like, "Did I hit you?" Like, "Did you hit me?" Like, there's a dent in my car. I was like, "Can I just have your license and registration?" And like, I was like, "I have to get to class." And she's like, "Oh, where are you going?" I was like, "To the Brockton, Massachusetts." She's like, "Me too." And I was like,
What if you guys were in the same class?
yeah, I was like, what are the odds that we're headed to the same? So I let her pull out in front of me.
Oh my gosh. That's if you see my car after this on the side, there's a dent. And because I mentioned on that walking live about how I accidentally hit a pregnant lady's car. I don't know if you were on for that one.
Yes, yes.
I accidentally hit a pregnant lady's car. Gladly, her and everyone's okay, you know. But with this car that I have now, it was the last day I worked at summer camp, and I drove to like a 7-Eleven to get a snack after, and I guess I was pulling out a little bit too slow for the big black pickup truck driver's liking, and he like some speed racer type shit, and the stupidest thing I've ever done. Absolutely stupid. I'm like, I'm sure it's not a big dent, and I drive away. And it wasn't even my fault.
No, yeah.
What a dumb move on my part. I could have got dough for it, and it's still there 3 years later, the dent.
I did hear like dents like that. If you get a plunger, you can like pull it out.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how true. I don't want to say that on you
I might test it out.
anymore.
I might. Well, it's already rusting. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's like a white car, so it just sticks out.
But I got a newer car from the olden days.
Oh.
My old one. It was very scary. I was with Jordan when this happened too. We were leaving his house, but the
Okay.
wheel bearing or whatever connects my steering wheel to my tie rod, snapped off while driving.
What?
But I was leaving his house, so I was pulling out. I wasn't on the main road or the highway, but like I couldn't move after that. He had to push my car back into like more of the turnout of his apartment.
What a nice friend.
And the tow truck driver came. He's like, "I'm letting you know as a dad." He was like, "If you were on the highway, like you would have flipped." I was like, I'm very happy it wasn't on the highway.
Uh-huh.
But like no tears. And that's what Jordan's like, "I'm very surprised you're not crying." I was like, "I can't fix it. Like, regardless of how damaged it is, it's not fixable. So there's no point of crying."
I like that mentality. I like that. There's was that your first car that happened
No,
to?
that was like my first car ever was like around for 20 years. So it had like basketball dents in it from when we were kids, which it was like a first car. Like I loved that car.
Uh-huh.
That was like my second car. So I drove it to the ground. I actually say like actually.
What's the one that you have now?
Hyundai Sonata.
Okay.
It's the base model.
There you go.
So I left the shop the day that happened. Like it was like an hour after leaving the dealership.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's yeah, I actually my first car I called it the Red Tornado. And it was too much of a tornado that day. But one of the first weeks I had it, I actually got into a car accident at Massasoit. But it sounds like I've had a crazy history, but the most recent one was probably literally the year I last saw you. So I haven't had one that was my fault in 5 years. So we knock on wood.
One in a while too. I had my first one at Massasoit too. I backed up. As I was backing up, Anthony Foley was the one directing me,
Really?
and I cut my wheel and I scraped the car. But it was a Mustang. This is when the tears came out, and like I saw, it said a veteran. It had the old retired veteran plate.
Oh no.
So I left the note.
Oh no.
A few teardrops were on the note. But the guy called me and I met up and I exchanged money. But he was like, "Your parents raised you right, because most kids your age would just hit it and go." I was like, "You're right," but also like I couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm. There was so you were pulled in.
I was backing up like this and I went,
You're not gonna believe me. You ready for this? There was a car that was like, let's say this is the car right here, the water bottle, and my car, the Red Tornado, was right here, and I'm turning around as well, and I turn around a little too fast, a little too wide, and I hit the car's bumper. Bumper falls off at Massasoit. That was my first one as well with my first car. So what an absolute coincidence. And the guy had tinted windows.
"Was he in it?"
Yeah, but he didn't come out until a couple seconds after. It was so awkward. I was like, I'm just waiting out here. I think he was high out of his mind. So like I don't think he like realized what was going on at first. So I'm just like waiting. I'm like, I can't even tell who if anyone's in there. Like so I'm just waiting out there for a couple seconds, and he finally comes out. I'm like thinking, what took you so long? Like,
Did not hear it.
what did you think it was a roller coaster or like good morning? Like what's going on? It all worked out in the end. I had some friends. Shout out Sean Sullivan. He came out and he was like, "Oh, give him this." And he was trying to give me money. I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, no, too nice. Like this is my car accident, not your car accident. Thank you though." Something about that parking lot,
Yeah. Was it the Canton one?
Brata.
Yeah, mine was the Canton one.
That would make it even more insane if it was the same one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's gladly we knocked on wood because we gotta you know I just realized I still have your Instagram open. But yeah, there's wow. You know what's funny? We're probably gonna think of a bunch of coincidences after this.
Yeah.
It's all gonna come to us after. It'd be like, where the hell was that after? You know what I mean?
Or here, that's Alex.
Yeah. Oh, that one. That one's gonna be even more where it's like, holy fuck. There's was he I don't know, was he in that group during the COVID live or anything?
Sure.
Because you said you remembered he had long hair, right? Yeah, the because I remember when you commented, you were like, "This reminds me a lot of the COVID lives." There was I don't know
There's a
about
good
oh,
10 of us. Not even 10,
that.
but
Yeah, it was. Was your sleep schedule fucked too? Because I
oh,
was.
I would wake up. That's when I would binge the shows till like the morning. I remember All American came out,
Okay.
the new season, one of the new seasons, and I watched it all that night. Like the night it came out into the morning. And my brother's like, I'm gonna start it, wanna watch it? I'm like, I just finished it.
You're a master binger. Wow.
My friend really like she'll watch 2 episodes and be like, let's go hang out. I'm like, I can't do that.
You'll get
I
hooked.
need it to watch it like a movie.
Hmm. Are you the type where it's like, this might be for kiddos or people younger than us, where it's like, you'll watch something but not as invested. You'll just have it as like background noise.
And then I'll have to watch it. Or go back if I missed a good part, yeah.
Hmm. But when it comes to crime, it seems like you're locked in. You're like, I'm putting the phone over here.
I
I'm.
can watch, like, listen to the crime podcast while driving.
Hmm.
She'll be like, oh, like, that's crazy. Someone beeping at me, I'm like, turn up the
Exactly.
podcast.
Yeah, it's wild. It's like it felt like a crime scene, like a just like creepiness vibe during COVID because it would be like going to sleep when the sun would come up
Hmm.
type thing. And I think we would all travel onto FaceTime or no Skype or something. I don't.
I think it was FaceTime after the lives, like, had the time stamp.
It was
That's when we found out Instagram had, like, the timestamp of lives.
I still forget that. It's stupid. It's like it won't even give me a countdown, and then I feel bad because it's like I ain't get to say bye. You know what I mean? I think it was I'm gonna definitely forget names, but it was obviously me and you, Emily, Leo, Halen,
Taylor.
yes, Taylor. Oh, in 20 yeah, in 2020. I think there's an actual like old group chat.
That and a Snapchat group, too.
Yes. According to the Snapchat one, it's Leo, Emily, Halen, my friend Gavin, uh, Mike. Do you remember Mike? This is probably the new Alex. But Mike, he was, I think he was on the lives too. You and then my friend Kayla. Wow, and it says last thing opened 241 weeks ago.
That's crazy.
That is it's crazy to think about. Yeah, and then I think the very last time I ever saw you in real life was I think at Emily's house in
Yeah.
2020.
Or I thought it was 2021. I really want to say it was 2021.
Something like that, I think. But that's wild. It's been that long.
COVID happened in March. First,
I think 5 years ago today, I think.
it was summer because it was summer of 2020. It was like 5 months once everything started opening
Hmm.
back up.
What? Yeah, and wow, there was like nothing open because I remember I would go like to hangouts with coworkers to the zoo because there was nothing else open.
Be in parking lots.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was yeah, parking lot they would have like the did you ever have like a parking lot birthday party? Or like they drive up and like they'd be like,
So
"Hey."
we did that for Ashling, and then I asked my mom. I said, like, is it okay if 5 of our friends just come in? We have a huge backyard, so we just did a little bonfire for her birthday, like a 6 feet social distance
Hey, oh,
birthday.
hey,
Happy birthday!
good to see you. Good to see you. Wow, I remember when I first started, my mom was because no one had the details yet. My mom was like, "Yeah, just watch about the public and stuff." And I remember randomly I was like, "Can I go to DW?" And I kind of gave it away because like Thomas, what are you talking about? You never asked that, you know? So it's like, oh, you're where are you trying to go on during the pandemic, you know? And it was just such the craziest time ever, you know?
Yeah, the supermarket was like my outing. Like I would tell my mom, like, I'll go grocery shopping, or like I'll go to Mary Lou's. So that's when I first met Riley because I went to the drive-through. I was trying to find the Mary Lou's that had drive-throughs.
Uh,
I found that one.
wow. You guys have known each other that long?
Yeah, and we never even knew that until last week that we knew you.
Yeah, I usually keep like the guests a secret, but I actually I recorded one with her on Monday in this very room. So we positively name dropped you. We were like, "Yeah, good job. You're giving the great you know, you're doing the orders right for Corridon, you know what I mean?"
I actually gave her and her one of the other coworkers like a little Christmas gift. I gave them a little nip and a bracelet that said "M. Lou's."
There you
I don't
go.
think she knew it was me, but if she does now, it's me. But I wrote my order. They just knew me by orders now.
It was Corridon. That's who gave you the gift, Roro. And we tried to give her a whole tip, like a whole bunch of money or whatever. Understand? She's like, no, 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 no. We've seen her grow up. She's like a little sister. You ever have like someone that you've seen like you know just like over time just be like, wow, how the fuck are you this older? You know what I mean?
Kids in my neighborhood, I would say I'm the youngest cousin.
Okay.
I'm the 21st, first cousin. So my family is huge.
Wow.
So they've all seen me. They can say that they've seen me grow up. And there are 26 second cousins. So my grandma just turned 98.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I actually it makes me wonder. It's like so you guys are all in Milton, right?
Some are in the Cape, but most of us are in Milton. So.
Okay. Yeah, the Cape, that could be like in the Hyannis area or whatever. That area, it's like have you been over there during like the off season? It can be creepy over there
No.
sometimes.
So do you know the ice cream place Sunday School?
I think so.
My aunt and uncle owned that.
Really? Oh my gosh. Yeah, are you like hard serve or soft serve?
I don't really like ice cream.
Okay, guys, this proves that we don't all have full similarities. We have similar car accidents. We have similar working with kids. We have similar colleges. But this is where it draws a line.
I'm Italian ice.
Oh my gosh.
Like I'll go there and get an Italian ice, like an ice cream shop.
Oh my gosh. No ice cream at all?
I can eat like a kitty's. That's about it. Just hurts my stomach.
Are-
I don't not
are
just not like it. I'm not lactose intolerant. Just
How,
maybe lactose sensitive.
okay.
But if I eat a lot of it, my stomach will hurt.
Okay. So when I was younger, I think it's called adenoids, right? With the teeth or something.
Maybe.
Something with my teeth when I was younger. I would have ice cream and it was like 3 times colder than it
Oh,
was.
yep. I don't know what it's called, but
And I would be crying. I would be like, no. They'd be like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And then I finally started having ice cream at like 10. It's crazy. Yeah, like Katie's mom would be like, oh, here's some DQ. It's like, you know. What about Dippin' Dots?
I like Dippin' Dots.
Okay. What about I
Like
was
ice cream cake is my favorite kind of
oh
cake.
my no, no, no. There's cake, there's ice cream together. It's just like, but I respect it. I respect it. What about what's it called? Froyo.
I like froyo.
Do you remember Orange Leaf?
I remember orange leaf. There's still a free sweet frog in Milton.
Wait. Do you know how much time and money you just saved for me just now? Because you know how many times that I've brought people to the Norwood um Orange Leaf or the Foxborough.
There's also a yogurt bar. I think it's called the yogurt bar in Milton too. That's like a whole froyo
Oh
section.
my gosh. Oh, it's like the self-serve?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be visiting your town a lot more. I heard from my sources that you guys don't have. See, I don't drink, but I heard that you guys don't have a liquor store anywhere in Milton.
We do.
Where did I get that fucking information
There's
from?
one. There's a couple.
Okay, now whoever that source was, it-
One was closed down for a while. Like it could have been that one, but like the sign fell off during a windstorm, and they just closed and then renamed it.
they were like, "Oh, it's too much work putting the sign back up." Damn, who the hell told me? Someone literally came up to me and was like, "Yeah, did you know that the people in Milton have to go out of town to get?" I was like, "Whoa," and I was like, "You know what? Perfect person to ask."
Yeah, we have a couple.
The hell was that about? I should have bet money on with them. I was like, "Oh yeah, are you so right about that?" Exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah. And what would even be the reason for it too? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
even if it like, it's not like a kindergarten class where it's like, oh, you're not listening, so you don't get
Yeah.
this. It's like, that's weird. They're all adults, and it's 2025. You know?
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, this is we made it happen, my friend.
We did.
We made it happen. There's, I, I'm looking over at it right now, and the thing is, this shit always flies by. How the hell is it 1 hour 30 right now? How?
That's crazy.
Oh, before I forget. So you mentioned the parade that I hope I can go to, which if I am, what great branding. I can wear this. Um, have you ever heard of reporter Matt from WBZ?
Have not.
He's on TikTok. He what is it? I actually posted him recently. Uh, he came to BSU to talk about what he does. Yeah, this guy right here. He's on TikTok sometimes. He does like funny stories.
Not seen it.
Um, so with the news, sadly, there's so much like bad stories and stuff, not a much good stories. So he'd make the positive light. So he'd go over to the St. Patty's Parade in Southie, is it right?
Yeah.
And as you know, there's a bunch of people rowdy like, yeah, let's go, let's go.
They're starting an hour and a half early this year because they want it less rowdy.
Oh shit. That's this is the first time I've ever done that.
Yeah. It usually is at 1. It's at 11:30 now.
Oh, we'll see how that
So it's
goes.
like I tell our guys, like people will just start drinking earlier.
Yeah. There's probably the biggest underage drink day of all time.
Yeah.
The someone that's actually in a class of mine in this building, she's like 19 years old. And she kind of has no filter in a sense of like I just met her and she's like telling me her whole life story. She's like, "Yeah, the parade's coming. I've been taking a break from drinking, but I'm gonna return." And I'm thinking, she said she was 19, so who knows how long she's been doing it for. There's so he would come around. He'd have a whiteboard, like the portable whiteboard, and he would just write something down, and they would say it for him. Like he wouldn't say a word. You know what? If I can find this right now, this will change the whole game. This will change the whole game. I don't think he'll give me copyright. Reporter Matt, WBZ. Oh, WBZ, Southie Parade. No, wait. Users. Fuck. Watch. You know what? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it after this. You watch. Reporter Matt, WBZ. WBZ News Radio. We're cooking here. We're cooking here. Yeah, he does stuff like this. Like someone had a wedding at Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know.
Oh, I did see that one. I literally saw that one yesterday morning.
That was him. Yeah, he came.
I actually went to Chuck E. Cheese a few months ago for
What?
the first time, and like, oh, why? I guess I've been when I was little. I have no recollection of going, and I made Jordan go in one, and he's like, I'm not going, and I just parked in the parking lot. I said, I'm not leaving until we go home. And I said, like 30 minutes, like we'll get a game card and that's it. And we did.
Oh my
We gave all our
gosh.
tokens to a kid because we weren't gonna get any tokens, but we took a little sketchbook photo and my mom hung it up. It's like with the family photos, but
Where's the closest one?
we went to Methuen in New Hampshire. Well, we were
What?
actually in New Hampshire, but I was like, next time we go, we're going there, and he shook on it. So we were there, and I said it, and he's like, I was hoping you forgot.
Yeah, that's kind of like Little Caesars, two great places that are no longer nearby.
I've never been to a Little Caesars.
You aren't missing much. You're not missing much. Don't worry. What about Old Country Buffet?
Nope.
What about there's one more. A friend of mine was talking about Rainforest Cafe recently.
That name sounds familiar.
The familiar, now you kind of don't really remember it.
No.
Oh, this is
You
it.
ever
But
been to Bugaboo Creek?
I have. That used to be in Brockton. Now it's a IHOP.
Yep, that was my favorite restaurant.
Was it a chain or was that the only one? I don't.
I
So you went to the Brockton one.
Yeah,
This is
for the Braintree. There might have been one in Braintree.
yes, that actually might be at the same.
Or like the Jake and Joe's. I could be making that completely up.
Ooh, yeah, next to the chateau, could be it. And then there used I. You know what? No. There, I think the Bugaboo that you're thinking about in Braintree is in that same plaza that I got this portable charger at the Best Buy. You know, right near. Yeah, where the I don't know what's there now.
Little wines, like the West Marine.
Yes. No. The right next to the Daddy's. No, I'm so bad at geography. Yes, and yes,
Lobby.
and the golf place. This is the thing right here. Thomas is showing the map video.
Yeah. So he's gonna be there.
Oh, he was there. So he was there last year. People would always ask him to go. So he would just like walk around like that and see how the people react and stuff.
That's so funny.
I'm actually surprised I found that. I was like, fuck,
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. Like you said, there's a lot of young people just eyes glazed over, and I have a place, like a destination where to go, and I'm like, I'm the shortest of my friend group, so they put me at the head of the line. I just go through everybody.
yeah, there's do you guys get there right when it starts?
Usually, but this year my friend moved from last year in Southie, so it's a whole different, we don't even know if it's on the route of the parade.
Oh shit.
So we'll have to walk up to the parade.
Didn't you say that friend kind of got you like a connect type thing where it's like them living over there
Yeah.
sort of help things?
Ashling's, well, we're all friends with the girl who lives there, but Ashling's known her since they were like babies.
Wow.
But my best friend just moved to Southie as well, and she's on like the commerce side of the parade. So we walk
Interesting.
up there.
So you guys are gonna go to the more,
Yeah.
you know?
We still have to like see the rowdier side. It's always good to see.
You might run into some kiddos there.
Well, one of them was like, I'm going to the parade this weekend. Like, are you? And I was like, yeah, I will. And he's like, maybe I'll see you.
Is that the I love you kid?
No.
Can you imagine? It's like, I'll love you even more if I see you at the parade, you know?
I would say hi. Just keep
Big.
walking.
So do you, if you don't mind me asking, so do you drink at the parade?
No.
Do you
Usually at the house
mhm.
that we're at.
Have you ever,
Police don't really. They say as long as the bottle's covered, like. But I don't even do that because I was like, there's no point.
have you ever, so like, have you ever been, how do I say this? Have you ever drank more than you expected to drink?
No, I'm usually very
Very,
good.
Yeah, I figured. Because I was gonna ask a stupid question that I knew didn't apply to you, but like it was like, um, what if you did drink a little bit too much, which you wouldn't, and you ran into contact with a kid? That would be
Oh yeah.
like a kid would see you and you'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, I would not. I wouldn't even.
That,
I don't know.
that that's that's like one of those things that people have mentioned to me. It's like, Thomas, how would you be if you were drunk? How would you be if you're high? And I'm like, we'll never know.
I don't do that.
I've never. Would you believe me if I said I've never drank before?
That's right. No, you always said that.
And never had soda either. Well, I've had soda, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the bubbles. And I was like,
Did you do seltzer water?
I usually just do water, an occasional lemonade, or Propel. That's it.
Wow.
But I'm a huge foodie though. That's what my trouble is.
Yeah.
Like I only had today. I only had one Cliff Bar today. That's it. Right before you came, and just one Cliff Bar.
So I had a couple bites of a salad today, and that's it.
That's like those memes where the guy is like, "What'd you have to eat today, babe?" And they're like, "Oh, I only had this." It's like, no, you gotta eat more. You gotta like. Are you always like that? Like not the biggest appetite?
No, sometimes I like eat. I like to eat, but our lunch breaks are my lunch break's usually very early in the day. It's like
Oh no,
10:40 to 11:21, 20.
that is not lunch.
So I don't really do eat lunch there, but I've been taking the later one, which is like 12 to 12:40. But if I eat then, I won't be hungry by the
Yeah.
time I get out.
Where's like you don't have to say the school because people are watching, but like I know where the other BHS is of Braintree High. It's on the way to the South Shore Plaza.
Oh, it's the same route.
Oh,
Essentially,
they're
it's
near
like
each
a
other?
side street, yeah.
Oh, they're that
Yeah,
close?
all of the elementary and high schools are pretty much like within 10 minutes from each other.
Oh shit.
My school that I worked at last year to this year is like a 3-minute difference.
Oh, you were at a different one last year. Oh. What was the switch? Was there a reason or you just felt like
No, they just moved. A bunch of teachers got sadly pink slipped last year. Yeah, so I was just moved to a different school.
what a coincidence that we're both pretty much wearing pink. Did I tell you that that happened to me? I got pink slipped. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe this is a sign from the universe to just not like, I'm gonna try something else instead of working with kids because I enjoyed it. But then I was like, it's not like a quitting where it's like, oh, what if like did I make the right decision? And no one wants to get fired. But Brockton had a big, huge budget
Yeah,
crisis,
that's Braintree as well.
and they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to, So I was like, you know what? I'll go back to BSU, you know.
Yeah.
And there was a news interview, I think at Brockton High, and I knew they were there, but I acted clueless.
Uh-huh.
There's an ice rink right across the road, and I was acting like I was coming from there. Then I walk up, I'm like, "Hey, what's going on here? Like, why are you guys here?" "Oh, we're here for a school board meeting." What's the meeting about?" "Oh, about certain employees got pink slipped." And I was like, "Wow, it's funny you say that. I'm one of them."
Wow.
And I ain't have it all planned out because I actually had the shirt of Tom Brady drunk at the parade, but they still put me on. And the only word I can think of was the word flabbergasted. It's like, Thomas, what are your thoughts on when they told you were pink slipped? I was like, I was completely flabbergasted. Yeah, and since then I was like, wow, it's so they moved you, right, to a different school? Was it like bittersweet? Do you like this new school more or
I do. I'm one of the youngest employees there by like a decade. Or
really?
like two, yeah.
Do they treat you differently or?
They still, it's like it's good for the kids, which I'm fine with too. But
Mhm.
the classroom I'm in now, we all get along, and like other staff is very friendly, so I like it.
How many other staff are with you?
Main teacher and me and another para, so three right now.
Oh, that that's music to my ears because when they would be low on numbers, they'd be like, Thomas, we're gonna need you to sub a class, and I'm thinking, oh God, I'm not good at that. When it's just me, because no offense to them, but the coworkers who I wasn't the biggest fan of, they could be the bad guy. It could fall on them and be like, sorry, so and so said this, so you can't do that. But if it's just me, I'm like going into like a pack of wolves because not all the kiddos are bad, but you know,
And a lot of kids are also used to their teachers. Like if a new one comes in, they're gonna be like, "Who are you?"
they'll take advantage of be like, ooh, subs in the class, you know? Wow, there's because me and you are both very social people. When you were growing up, were you ever like not like a rebel in school, but like what kind of like vibe were you? Were like, jokester or like or just like
I went to I don't know if you know the school in Milton, St. Mary's. It's like a little K through 8th Catholic school.
bunch of family on my mom's side went there.
Yeah, so I went there. So I was K through 8th there, so I kind of had the same friend knit group. We're also still friends to this day.
Wow.
So we've been friends since we were like 4, so a bunch. I don't even know how many years that is, but a lot.
Do you guys did you guys have to wear like uniforms?
Yeah.
Oh, saved a lot of money on back to school clothes.
Oh yeah, but also like the dress down days. That's what we call them. Where like we laugh. We have like pictures of like scarves on, like beret hats. So like we thought we ate and we looked so bad.
There's because you told me today that it was dressed to
Impressed.
yes. Do you guys ever have the things for like dress as the students type day?
No, which I wish, but we do like pajama day, obviously career day, and it's like dress what you want to be when you grow up. I dressed as a teacher. What they think a teacher would be like the hair and the bun.
Oh, so they come in as a teacher?
They can. A couple came in as like police officers, firefighters.
We gotta, you know what? Gonna have a picture of CP with a student who is dressed up as a detective. That'd be full circle.
Oh yeah.
That would be like insane coincidence, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
100th day of school, I dressed up as a grandma, so I put like curlers in my hair.
The the one where you were the girl from Finding Nemo,
Darla.
that was legendary. That was it's so creative too. Like I love the costumes that you can tell weren't like they're like unique, you know? Um Party City sadly is gone.
Yes, and I found that out way too late. I guess all the costumes were $5.99.
Yeah.
My aunt told me after, it's like, you should go check it out. Like, the shelves were empty, and I was like, you can't tell me that. But the shelves are empty.
And they're all gone, right?
She's like, yeah, all the costumes that were like $50 were $5.99.
That's so where now? People got to go to Target or what?
Yeah, that's when it's a party. I know that's one.
Do you remember iParty?
Yes.
I think they bought. I don't even know. That's.
I think Party City Party City did buy
Wait,
Party.
did you say what I think you just said? Wow, wow, wow! What a
Performance.
that. Wow, that's actually someone that I know took a picture with. Yeah, when he was younger,
Wow.
and he was like 12 years old. And it's something. It's something. Yeah, that's not the type of
Picture.
yeah, magic. Like it's not. We'd rather Drake Bell.
Yeah.
We'd rather
Miley Cyrus.
yeah,
Raccoon Miley Cyrus era.
or even Scooter Braun, and he's not the best guy, you know.
That's what my friends say for my birthday. They want the shirt, like a picture with Miley Cyrus. They all have like favorite embarrassing pictures of me. One is like a picture of me with my dog in my pool, but I put goggles on my dog, and I had goggles too. And I want that for my birthday, like on a T-shirt.
I hope you have stuff of them, right?
I know, but it's usually my background on my phone. Like it changes, and she thinks it's like she's like that's my favorite picture of you, like all time favorite. Like thank you. She's like, why would you like what? Who took that picture of you? I'm like, oh, clearly like one of my family thought it was cute.
Exactly. Isn't that the best feeling? Like if like you have the receipts, the photo receipts of like a friend. It's like someone would maybe like post one on like the group chat. Be
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, you have this because I have this one.
I'm usually that friend I have a picture of, like
Oh.
everything.
Is your camera roll loaded like mine?
Yes.
Let's see. If I look at mine right now, what's the number of because it says photos and then items. How much stuff do you have on your camera roll? You might be
You don't even want to know.
you are you sure? Because you might I usually beat everyone with this. What's your number? Oh my gosh. Corridon, you are the first human being that's ever beaten me. I'm at 24K.
Yeah, I'm like 27.
How the hell do you have storage?
I fairly don't, but
I literally have 24,256 items. There's no one ever, what?
this is the picture show that my friend like absolutely
Is that
loves.
real?
Yeah.
Like with the dog? Like, I mean, like, that almost looks photo. I believe you, but wow, that looks legendary.
It was like it's a picture of the picture. Like that's it.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't. We found that picture. I'm like, I want that as my background, so I took a picture of the picture.
Oh my gosh, that's
Because now you can't really. That's just back when we had the cameras that we got to like print the pictures.
uh that's yeah, oh, the sliding off. Yeah, with your camera roll, I don't know how it is with you, but with me, it's like I could have so many great things on there, but it gets overlaid by everything else. Like,
Yeah,
because there's
it's
so
usually all photos. Like I can't download apps.
that's how bad it
Yeah.
is. So I'm like a hoarder with this stuff to the point where even I have a bunch of favorites too. Like these are all my favorites. Usually people's favorite folders are like much smaller and shit. But like I can't tell. Like with me, it's like I like everything.
Oh yeah.
It's tough for me, you know? So many
And
different things.
it's very random to my camera roll.
What usually catches up the space with me? It's TikToks. Like especially when I thought TikTok was being banned, I saved everything.
I just take a bunch of photos of like I went to a wedding. All of those were the weddings.
Oh shit.
Just a bunch of pictures of one like trip.
But there's a thing where they have duplicates and they'll let you delete the duplicates to save space. So like let's say I mean I don't know if I have 12 duplicates. So I think if I press like merge, it will merge it together. But see I have all these repeat shits.
Oh wow.
So it will let me like do that thing, you know?
And also some are just like random screenshots. Like I have a picture of this. I took this picture just to show a friend a bag, and I never deleted it.
Yeah, I be forgetting. I always be forgetting. I swear. It's the craziest thing ever. And I'm glad it's not just me.
It's also fun when you're like just scrolling, going through. You can like laugh at them. Like, why do I have a picture of a Santa bag?
There was it would be even funnier if it wasn't during yeah.
No, that's December 26th. That's right after Christmas. Like this one of my godson, this random
Is that the one that
pie in the face.
you guys interviewed,
Oh
right?
yeah, he's so big now.
He's going places.
Oh yeah.
Because you said that he interviewed you,
Yeah.
so
It turned around. I asked him like 3 questions, and he took the mic and he's like, "So what's your favorite chips?" Like out of nowhere.
oh my gosh. That's legendary.
I said mine. He's like, "Wrong." And then he asked Jordan, and I was like, "Okay."
That's Thank you for mentioning that because him asking you a question reminded me that I got to ask you what I ask every guest. Corridon, what makes life so beautiful? I know it's loaded. but I ask every guest that, and I almost forgot to ask you, and that would have broke the tradition.
Probably the people in it,
Okay.
or who's on like in it with you, because yeah, life is a self journey, but it's also the people who are by your side with you, who are there to help you when you fall, to there to cheer you on,
Mm-hmm.
to see you succeed, and are happy to see you succeed.
All the stealthy friends, you know.
Not even, and I even look at it as like a teacher's point of view too. Like kids want to hear that they do a good job. Like we still want to hear that we do a good job here and there.
That's
So
right.
yeah,
And both of you guys do a great job on the convo corner.
thank you. So do you here at Podium.
Thank you. What is what was so the convo corner? I'm gonna be honest. I'm giving AI credit. Came up with the logo. Came up with the name too because I wanted to roll off the tongue. At first, I was gonna do T for Thomas, but it said, "Well, Thomas, what do you think about the Peterson Podium podcast?" They said Peterson Perspective, and I was like, "That's too long." So, did one of you guys come up with conversation corner?
We were gonna do the convo corner,
Mm-hmm.
and then we were. This was like a midnight text going back and forth, just trying to think of. I was like, what would sound like frickin' frack,
Ooh.
Jordan Cord, like that's usually what our friends call us. Dumb and Dumber, but then we fight over who's dumber.
Plus, if you guys got big,
Yeah.
they'll come at you guys for
That's
copyright.
when we do get big. Then we did like the convo corner, and then we kind of said the, like we like the conversation corner.
Yeah.
Also on that corner of our couch too. A
Ooh,
lot of people noticed that, but Jordan's in the corner of the couch.
that's so when you guys I'm gonna call it for the future. When you guys do the you know how people do destination weddings? When you guys do the destination episode of wherever it would be, maybe it's a return to Seattle. Uh
I even said that would be cool if we did it in the hot tub boat.
that'd be legendary.
We can have it up for like 3 hours, the hot tub boat.
You know what? I think that would break the internet.
Yeah.
That would be legendary. That see, the first droppings for it just said just now. And I'm sure I've never met him, but I'm sure Jordan would be down. He'd be down. He'd be like, great idea. As long as we don't run into anyone that you know,
No.
Corridon, then you're good, you know? Is there anything that the great CP would like to say uh, to anyone or anything in general?
I don't think so. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. I was like, you know what? What better way to have the reunion? Because if you think about it right now, they they all saw the reunion. I'm telling you this right now. Whoever's listening to this right now, whichever human's listening to this right now, dead ass. I have not seen this amazing human being in a half a decade, and literally, she came in, and we pretty much started right off the bat. After 5 years, barely any catch up, and this was the catch up. So you guys literally saw the catch up.
We were the tomatoes.
That's right. Tomato.
You know when we catched up?
Oh.
Catch up, tomatoes?
That was a huge brave far on my part. I was like, whoa, I knew I was missing something there. I knew I was missing something. Well, I'm looking over here. See, I always tell people I never look at the topic board. I literally barely have, but I'm looking over right here. And the cool thing is right now, guys, we covered everything. We covered everything. We covered everything and then some. It was legendary. And oh, I knew it was, yeah. Hashtag Zumba, hashtag great workout, hashtag
Senior Center.
that's that right there. They must love seeing the youth in there. They're like
I finally got my like scan badge, so it's a official. Weymouth Senior Center.
shout out Weymouth Senior Center. That's a free sponsor for you guys.
They also do weed bowling. Like you can do weed. They have so once you walk in, there's like a whiteboard of what you can do, and there's like Wii bowling, Wii sports some days.
Are you kidding me right now?
So I'm like, I could get like 10 friends to come do Wii bowling for $3.
That right there. I'm legitimately at a loss for words because I'm the biggest Wii fan you'll know. It sounds like that place is the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. And they're all, I don't want to say old, but it's a senior center.
Mm-hmm.
They're all lovely and they love to see the young people. So that's why I was like, I could get a couple people in doing bowling.
That would make their day, you know? Hey, any senior who's listening right now, I'd get you on here.
Yeah.
I'd get you on here. I would. I'd love to meet you. Who knows? Maybe I'll be dancing with them in the future. Do a little, because you said you're good at the Gundam style. You said you did it before?
I've done it before. Definitely, there was one like pep rally. I don't even pep rally. It's not a pep rally, but gymnasium meeting that we had, and the kids did it. And I just like a month ago they played it. And I
They
was
know what it is?
yeah, they were doing it. I'm like, how do you know this?
Kind of like that. So they probably asked you to do it as
No,
well?
I didn't do that. No, but I was like, that's crazy that they know it.
I told someone where it's like if I hear it playing, whether it's at a wedding, birthday party, anything, if I hear it, I'll do it. And someone played it uh, on the MBTA during the train. And they're like, Thomas, I'll Venmo you $50 for it. Easiest $50 I ever made. I was like, I would do it for free.
Yeah.
But you know what?
That's what my friend, when she hears shipping up to Boston at the Red Sox game, she's like, go Irish Step so we get on the jumbo screen. And I was like, there's no we and just me going out there Irish stepping.
Mm-hmm.
I never do this. But she's like, oh, I know. You know, like, I can't.
How'd you guys get on the Celtics game? Because you said that you.
So they just panned over to us, but the guys behind us were standing up trying to get on it.
Uh-huh.
And my friend was just like, we probably won't get on it. And sure enough, like 10 minutes later, I was like, there we are. And we were on it.
Yeah, I think I joked with you. I was like, "Oh, try to get on the jumbotron," and you were like, "Oh, it's funny you say that because we actually did." And you said, with this friend, you guys always get on certain adventures.
Crazy things happen to us. Like,
Wow.
it's just, we have stories that are like, how? Like we were at a bar once and some man came up with a briefcase, which I don't even know how he got it in. But he opened it up, looked side to side, looked at us, peeked in, looked at us like this, shut it and ran off. Like took it and ran. And I was like who else? That wouldn't have happened with anybody else but you.
Sounds like he was about to do a crime.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I don't even, who do we go to?
Exactly. That reminds me of yesterday. I was at UMass Boston and I was recording a podcast and I had a suit on. And not only that, I was carrying my friend's luggage and he had a yellow luggage. So I went into a gym where everyone was playing basketball. So I stuck out more than anyone. I'm wearing this suit with a bright yellow luggage. And they're probably thinking the same thing as me. It's like, who the hell is this guy?
Came off the plane.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, first thing I do, I'm going to see a college basketball game. It's the craziest thing. Listen, suitcase guy, if you're out there, stop being so obvious. We know what you're trying to do. You ain't tricking us. We'll hear your ass on the crime podcast coming soon. Yeah, do better. We don't want you to hear you on the news, okay? Yeah, that's right. Well, thank you very much for doing this.
Of course, thank you for having me.
You could be doing so many other things, and the fact that you took time right after work on a Friday, I appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for having me again.
Anytime, anytime. For you and for everyone listening, enjoy life. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, actually, so my OCD ass, I literally see it right now. It's 1:59. Can't end it like that. It got to be like the 2 hour mark. So it's like literally a couple seconds until it's 2 hours. It's like New Year's Day, the ball drop. 56, 50, 51. See? So Yeah, I saw it. I was like, ending it off at 159 is literally like crazy. That's like people that can't do like the odd
Yeah.
numbers. That's what it's like right now. So you sure? Are you sure there's nothing else that you would like to say? Because I'm free game, my friend. Oh, I knew. Don't worry. I knew we covered that. We covered that, and then some. I barely looked at it. A legendary combo. But are you sure? We got you on the podium. You sure there's anything else?
What's your Chipotle order?
Oh shit. It's funny you say that. Don't worry, no one's coming. Uh I think it was after one of my podcast days because I've actually during spring break I've recorded six.
Well,
So I have six on the vault right now. So that way when the workload gets higher in school I can just throw them all out there. Um I've had this thing where I've been so big on the adrenaline with the podcast that I'm too hyped to even eat. So I think it was Wednesday. I recorded two in one day.
well,
And after I left here, I was really hungry for Chipotle. So I kind of forced it. I got two bowls. And I really wanted to get the honey chicken. They didn't have the honey chicken, the new honey chicken. So I'm a picky guy. I'm a picky Peterson. I just get chicken, brown rice, and cheese,
that's it?
pretty much. But didn't you say yours was pretty similar? Right?
Yeah, but I add like my brown rice,
Yeah.
chicken,
Yeah.
cheese, and I
Uh-huh.
get mild, like the tomato chunk one.
Tomato. Yeah.
And then the green salsa and cheese.
Oh.
I used to do the hot salsa, but I switched.
I give you props because I'm so bad when it comes to like the hot food.
Love spicy foods.
So you probably do you do like the jalapeno with places or whatever, or the peppers like the
Yeah, that's what I put the jalapeno peppers in my salad, and I'll like cut them and squeeze the juice on it.
wow.
Yeah.
You're a badass. I would not be able to. My eyes would literally tear. It's the weirdest thing ever. My eyes would tear from flaming hot Cheetos. I don't understand why. I don't under. It's the weirdest thing ever. I don't know. But what I do know is that as the kids say, this was a banger. That's what the kids tell me. That's what they say. But thank you again.
Thank you for having me again.
You're very welcome. Everyone, enjoy life. Bye.